I think that this is my favorite Fleetwood Mac album now. It's so fucking good. It's the album that was made right before Peter Green left and went off to be a true Christian. Don't you find it interesting that people that want to live a more spiritual lifestyle tend to give up fame and fortune? Mick Fleetwood said that there was one point when they were on tour where Peter was like, we should just give all of our money away. That's pretty cool. A lot of people quote Acts to justify socialism. They think that Jesus was a socialist. No, no, no. Jesus was a giver. Socialists are takers. Stupid fuck. People that say that Jesus was a socialist and that the Bible's promoting socialism didn't read any other part of the Bible, and I highly doubt that they read the rest of Acts. Aside from that one part where it says, sell all your possessions and give to the poor. You probably shouldn't do that if you don't have the means to do that. You know, if you can't take care of yourself, that's not logical to do that. I think that it's kind of ridiculous, like how people omit so much of the Bible. And you see Christians doing this a lot more. Like non-Christians, I expect that because they're not a Christian, you know? So what the fuck do they care about the Bible? What the fuck do they care what it really means, and if they misinterpret it on purpose in order to promote their progressive agenda, you know? It doesn't surprise me that they do that, and it doesn't even piss me off. Because they're of Satan. So, of course they're going to do that shit. But when it comes to Christians, like, I've been talking to a lot of people about how women should not belong in any kind of position of power. Whether that's authority in the church or authority at a job. I guess it's different if she owns the business. And I realize that there are exceptions to this rule, and I realize that there are plenty of women out there that just aren't cut out for, you know, being a wife and a mom and all that shit. You don't have to tell me. I'm schizophrenic. We understand. What really bothers me is how much they encourage women to not be a wife and a mother. How much they tell women, oh, well, you can do whatever you want. You can do what men do. I don't think that we should live in a society that allows that. I think that we should live in a society that specifically says, no, you can't do what men can do. Only men can do what men can do. Women were designed to do what men can't do, like give birth, okay? Nurture, provide in different ways. That's just the way it is. So people that are saying, oh no, women can be a leader, women can be strong and brave. We're not supposed to, man. I don't know what I was saying there. Women are not supposed to be strong and brave. That's men's job. I don't think that females should be encouraged to take on political positions that men haven't taken on. You know? Because there are a lot of women right now that are conservative, and you know they say all the right things, and they're logical and they're reasonable and all that, but they shouldn't be encouraged to do that. They should be encouraging men to do that. If you want to bitch about how women are not fulfilling their roles and they're replacing men in politics and churches and other positions of authority, then it really doesn't make sense. It's not only counterintuitive, but it's also totally hypocritical to put a female in a political position. I don't care if she's conservative. Like, you can't complain about women power and then say, oh well, females over here can do that, even though we say that females can't do it, period. Like, that's not fair. It's just, so many of these people, I have no idea like how hypocritical they are. Like, that's why I wasn't cool with Tulsi Gabbard. I like Tulsi. I think she's really smart and she's cool and she's smoking hot with that little gray streak in her hair. Who wouldn't find that attractive? But it's like, she shouldn't have been doing that. Just like she shouldn't have been in the military. Like, I'm not gonna apologize for that shit. Women should not be held to the same standard because they're not men. And you put them in that kind of position, you're putting everybody in danger. Just like if you have a female cop, that puts everybody in danger. But especially that female cop. A female firefighter? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It's just so ridiculous. But I guess, you know, with all the hormone stuff, you know, when you have all these men are always going to be in quotations from here on out. When you have all these men that are on SSRIs and they're playing video games half the time, and then the other half they're on their smartphone, it's like you've rendered men totally useless. So I guess that's why women have been picking up the slack, because if you have men acting just like women, it's like, well, what's the point in there even being men, you know? So I understand. You don't have to explain to me why this is happening. I understand it. But I'm telling you the way to reverse it. You can't just be a hypocrite and expect people to not take note of that. But I'm not going to name names or anything, because I hate it when people do that. Because it doesn't matter. None of these people even matter. Like, their existence doesn't matter. So drawing attention to them and saying, oh, this person did this, or this person said that, and yada, 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 it doesn't fucking matter. All these people are cyborgs. All they do is stare at a phone and live in this alternate universe that's been created for us. You know, I was thinking about how lucky we are over here to be one of these creative types that just wakes up every day and we have the opportunity to make up the world as we want it to be, you know? I really wish that I could give that gift to the rest of the world. I really wish that other people realize that they have that capacity to do things like that. But unfortunately, people are mass consumers. All they do is buy shit. All they do is watch shit, listen to shit, and it's never the right shit. Because they're not listening to Fleetwood Mac. They're not listening to Fleetwood Mac. They're not listening to Can. They're not listening to Dave Brubeck, okay? You get so much more out of listening to music than watching TV. Because your mind goes so many different places. But people that need to be mindlessly entertained cannot listen to music, and they don't appreciate music. And I just feel sorry for them.